Hey guys, how are you all doing today? And welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the Makeup Mummy family. And guys, it would be cool as if you can hit that subscribe button and join me here at Makeup Mummy. And if you do, remember and hit that bell, as that will notify you every time I upload, which is Fridays and Sundays. Okay guys, so today we're doing a very different video, and we're just going to be sitting here chilled out, and I'm going to be talking to you guys, letting you know a little bit more about Makeup Mummy and a little bit more as to why I got into makeup. You know, just open up a little bit more and have this channel more family-like, you know, just talking to one another, you know, chilling with one another. So let's just get straight to it. Okay guys, I'm going to try and keep this video relatively short. I don't want to be sitting boring you, and because this video is not going to be for everybody, you know, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I just thought I need to open up a little bit more to you guys. So I live here in Scotland. I am married. I have a little girl. I have 2 stepkids. My little girl is a toddler, so she is thriving. She's always on the go, so mama needs a lot of coffee and concealer. Yeah. I have a stepdaughter. She is nearing 13 years old, and I have a stepson who is 11. Again, they're doing really well. And my husband and I are fabby. You know, he's working, I'm studying. You know what it's like being a married couple, isn't it? It's like, it's always on the go for you. You've always got things to do, whether it be for the house, the kids, work, college, whatever you're doing, there's always something to be doing. So I really value the time at night when either my husband comes home from work or like that, if he's off, sitting at night time, guys. Night time is, oh, I love when the wee one is in bed, the house is quiet, I've picked up everything, and we can just sit and chill, whether it be watching TV or film, cozying up on the couch. Just that time for me is just the best time ever. I am going to be turning 34 this year. I know, I'm getting old. Where did the time go? You know, see, when you were younger, you couldn't wait to get to like 18, 21. But see, when you get past that stage, time just goes like that. I'll tell you, it flies by, guys. So if you are young, don't rush your life. Like, don't wish your life away. Don't rush it. Just take your time. Enjoy it. You have nothing to really worry about other than yourself, your friends, what you're doing at school or whatnot. Just relax, chill. Don't aim to be older, because I'll tell you, it's not much fun, guys. It's not. I was a hairdresser for 15 years. I spent my time working with Laura. They owned the business. It was a smaller business up in a wee town called Ofra. Really enjoyed my time there. Had some really good times. I left there when I was due to give birth to my little one. And that's where things get complicated, guys, because I had to give up my work after the birth of my little girl. Now, the plan was to go back to work just after Christmas and New Year, and that didn't happen. My little girl was born in 2015 in July, so her birthday's coming up soon. She'll be 3. Where's that time gone? But anyhow, so yeah, she was born in 2015, so I was meant to go back to work. It was January of 2016 I was meant to go back, I think. And that didn't happen because my pregnancy went well up until near the end, when things started to go a bit ski-whiff. I was ballooning. Like, I actually, if you looked at me, I looked like I was pregnant with twins. I was massive. And we actually thought until we got the scan we were having 2, but no, turned out just 1 little girl. But it was actually preeclampsia, and that's why, like, there was a lot of water. So when it came time, I had to be induced. But it was funny because when we were way up in Aberdeen, which was miles away from the hospital that I was giving birth in, for a day out. And when I was up there, I was saying to my husband, I'm feeling a lot of like difficulty, like pain, and just feeling a lot of pressure. And I had to use the bathroom when I was there, and there was blood, so I was starting to panic. So I said to him, we're going to have to go down the road, blah, blah, blah. Went to our mum's, had a cuppa at my mum's, blah, blah, blah. Never thought anything of it. Until on the Thursday, I went to my midwife for my last sort of check-in, and she was a bit concerned as to why my blood pressure was going up and up and up. So she sent me to the hospital to just be checked. And it turns out I was already 4 centimetres dilated, so I was already in labour. I didn't realise it, obviously. But what had happened was, because the bloods never had come back, there was preeclampsia, the man had come in and said, we're going to have to induce you and you're going to have the wee one. That's the only real cure for it. So obviously, as you would imagine, first time mum, I was scared witless. I was like really frightened. I phoned my mum, tell her what was happening. I was scared. My husband was there. He was like, it's all right, it's all right. I was like, whew. Yeah, but is it all right though? Is it? So anyway, I get taken down to a ward. My husband disappears. He goes to get me some pajamas and things like that. So I was lying, waiting, and I started to notice that there was a lot of back pain starting to happen. My husband brought me something to eat, and then he went away home because the nurses said there's no point in just you hanging about here. He went away home, and honestly, he had to be home and lying on the bed for maybe 5 minutes before I had to phone him and say they're taking me down to be induced. So he came back like that. I was induced, but nothing was happening. Absolutely nothing was happening, guys. The contractions just weren't starting. There was just nothing. So they put me on some, I don't know what they call it. The way the midwife had explained to me was jungle juice. That's how she jokingly put it. But I think it's just to sort of bring on your contractions faster. But again, that wasn't working. Nothing was happening. She was getting a little concerned. So she upped the dosage, and right enough, the contractions started. And Jesus, you have felt no pain like it. If the only way I could describe that kind of pain to you is if you had every single bone in your body shattered at the same time. That's the only way. Now, I was planning on having a water birth, which didn't happen because of obviously the preeclampsia. I was planning on doing this without any medication, which again didn't happen because they had advised that I take an epidural because of my blood pressure being so high. The little one's heartbeat was dropping, so the decision was pretty much made for me that I had to have an epidural. So the guy comes in, obviously gets everything sorted, and I could have kissed that man. I think, if I remember right, his name was Clive. I could be wrong, but whoever he was from South Africa. He was wonderful. He treated me with so much respect, gave me the time I needed to get through a contraction, then went ahead. I absolutely loved him. And the mere fact that he gave me an epidural that injected morphine, like I said, I could have smooched him there and then. But guys, it was coming, 10:30. I was told that that's when I had to start trying. We were going and she was just not for budging. It got to a stage where obviously I was put on oxygen. They were worried for her because her heart rate was dropping and my blood pressure and everything was going through the roof. And it just got a bit hairy for a moment. I have to say I was scared, really, really scared. Okay, so we went in. I was told it would have to be, they would try with forceps, if not a cesarean. So right enough, she did arrive with forceps. Thank the Lord that there was somebody up there watching. I know who. So, when they brought her out, they just dumped her on top of me, basically, and like that, she was blue. There was no movement, there was no crying, there was no nothing. She was blue. So they took her, and I automatically think, oh my God, we've just lost her. I looked over to my husband, and he had tears in his eyes, and I thought, if he's getting upset, there's reason for me to be. So I was panicking beyond belief. Bear in mind, I was doped up to my eyeballs, but before we come in to the theatre, I had to have more morphine injected. There was other things injected. I got to the theatre, I was vomiting in the theatre. I was just out of it. So while I was being repaired, I think you know where, I did eventually hear the cries and whimpers of my little girl, and I cannot tell you guys the relief. It felt like hours she was through there, but it was only like a minute, 2 minutes maybe at the most. And obviously she had to be taken to Daddy first because I was in no state to take her right there and then. She was beautiful, if I do say so myself. And she's still the most beautiful little creature walking this planet. But I'm biased. Anyway, I did get to hold her on the way through to the ward, so that was lovely. And she has been a dream. It was a hellish ride for Mummy. Even after the birth, I had to be fitted with a catheter. You know, my bladder forgot how to work. Eventually, when we did get it to work, I got home. And things were really, really bad, guys. I was in a bad way. I was struggling. I couldn't go to the bathroom either. Everything stopped working. Everything, like the bladder just forgot how it worked. I was going through a really, really bad, dark time. Had to be fitted with a catheter for the second time. They had to check, obviously, all my other organs were working properly because the bladder wasn't. But thank again the Lord, everything was okay and I was able to go home just with the catheter. But yeah, it took me months to even be able to sort of do normal things. Even to this day, guys, I still can't, and I know this is a lot of information, maybe information you don't want to hear, but I still have to get my husband to do things for me. I still have to get him to help me out with a lot of things because I just simply can't do them as well as I used to. Obviously, my body has not bounced back. You know, it has made a huge difference to my body, which isn't always a good thing. I don't look the same, and it's not always pleasing in the mirror. There are days where I sit and think, you know what, I'm happy with that. That was what housed my little girl, so I'm good with that. And there's other days I think, I look hideous. But I think all women and men go through those stages where we just look at our bodies and it's like, And then you see someone else, like a really stick thin figure, and you think, I should look like that. But you shouldn't. You are what you are. My husband keeps telling me this, and sometimes I believe him, sometimes I don't. But you are what you are, and you have to embrace what you are. Every stretch mark I've got, which some of them are real bad, they're there because of her. So it's where your little girl came from, your little boy, whatever. I think we kind of have to embrace it. And I know that's not always easy because here I am telling you it's not easy. And then from her birth, guys, I was then diagnosed with PTSD because I kept having flashbacks of her birth. I kept having nightmares with her birth. I couldn't get past her birth. I was having a really bad time. I was really depressed between everything that was going on with me physically and then mentally on top of that. I was having a really, really hard time. If it wasn't for my husband, I don't know where I'd be. Guys, I just had to make sure it wasn't smudging too much. We can't have it going too far. So yeah, if it wasn't for him, I don't know where I'd be. The support of my family, I don't know where I'd be. You know, it was a bad time. So my husband and I have made the decision, you know, we're not going down that road again. My husband is older than I am, so he's at a point, he has 3 children. He's at a point now, he is done. He doesn't want any more. And I have to say, I agree with him. I am happy. All I wanted to do was be a mum. And I've gotten that. And I actually got a daughter, which is what I really, really wanted. You know, if I'd been a little boy, I would have been just equally delighted. But I'm just so glad I got a little girl. So for me, I'm happy with that. You know, I don't want to go down that road again. One is enough. I'm not greedy. I just wanted to be a mummy and we have done that. So I am super, super happy and super grateful because we could have went the other way. You know, we could have, she might have not made it. I might have not made it. Both of us might have not made it. So you've got to count your blessings and say we're both here. She is super healthy and doing super well. Mummy, not quite as healthy, but we're doing way okay. So guys, that was her birth, and I'm still struggling. Like my PTSD, I had to go to counselling and whatnot for all that. I'm not going to get into the jigs and jags of that, but we went through that and things evened out, you know, and I was starting to feel more like myself, if you will, which is where I discovered makeup. I was just playing about with it one day, you know, I was never really this big into makeup. You know, I had obviously a makeup bag with stuff in it, but it was nothing to the extent it is now. Makeup dragged me out of a really, really bad place. And even now, guys, right now, this is a very emotional video and I'm very, very sorry for that. But I just feel, let's open up, you know, let's get it out there. It's good to talk about it. It's helped me in a lot of bad places. Like, my nan passed away in January of last year. So about a year and a half she's been away. And recently that triggered the PTSD again, guys. You know, it's like, there's no rhyme or reason. It just happens. It triggered my PTSD. I'm still in the process, even a year and a half on, of grieving for her. I miss her so bad. But makeup helps. It really, really does. It is like my therapy. I mean, it really is. If I feel crap like today, I maybe shouldn't have filmed this video today, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Makeup drags me out of the crappiest, like darkest mood and just fills me with joy. Absolute joy. I absolutely love it. You know, the colours, the sparkle, the glitter, the lengthening mascara even, the nudes, the reds, the peaches. Hang on. I have leakage and we can't have that. Thank God I took pictures of this. As you'll have known, this is the same makeup from my video last week because, well, I think it'll be last week. I don't know which order this is, but one of my videos previously anyway, because I thought I'd film all this on the same day because I was on a roll. I maybe shouldn't have for the state of me, but hey ho, we're getting out. So yeah, makeup does wonders for me and I want to take this further as a career, and that's exactly what I am doing. We're doing a college course regarding makeup. A lot of work involved, but we're going to get there. I've also even had clients. I have 2 ladies. They are of family members, so it's not like too scary, but I've had 2 ladies getting their makeup trial done yesterday, because this is yesterday. And I'll be doing their makeup for a wedding. So see, it just does something for me, for my mood. It just really helps me and really brings me out of that really horrible place. I just lock myself in the room. My husband will maybe be playing with a little one and I'll just say to him, I need to go and bring out the makeup, and I just go and create a look because I'm maybe just not feeling great that day. And recently, guys, like I said, I mean, the PTSD, depression, it's no laughing matter, guys. You know, so if people say to you, I'm feeling really depressed, don't sneer at them or don't like, oh God, what have you got to be depressed about? You know, these are some of the things that really make somebody go back downwards, not bringing them up. Like that, my nan, she's been away for a year and a half and I still miss her terribly. I'm still grieving for her. It's the not being able to talk to her. I used to talk to her quite a lot throughout the week, and I also used to go and visit her every single week. And for that to be taken away and not have her here at all is like just heartbreaking. So makeup is my happy place. That's where I go to when I feel like that. But yeah, the PTSD has definitely come back. I'm still having flashbacks of my nan, you know, and not very nice flashbacks either. And I know I will get past this bit as well. It's just another hump in the road. You know, it's not going to stop me doing what I need to do. It doesn't stop me living life. It just makes life that little bit harder. But I will get through this little bump in the road. Like I said, I do have a lot of my therapy bits and pieces that were given to me the last time, so it's a matter of just me looking through those again, you know, just focusing my mind on other things. So again, makeup, that's where it comes in. And you know, standing doing those 2 ladies yesterday, it was amazing. You know, it was amazing. I even says to my husband, I got such a buzz off of that. You know, it made me feel good. It was almost like it released a hormone, like just a feel-good hormone. Just standing doing someone else's makeup and letting them see themselves, and they really enjoyed what they saw. They really liked the makeup. They were like, oh God, you look lovely. I got a text as well, you know, saying thanks again and you're really good at what you're doing. And that makes me feel good because I am just training. You know, I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not certified. I don't have anything like that. I'm all self-taught. I'm doing this course, and one day I will be able to have my own business, which is what the plan is. But I just wanted to kind of give you a little insight as to what got me into makeup and why I continue makeup on such a level and why I'm so obsessed with makeup. And this was another reason for doing YouTube. My confidence was on the floor. I still don't have a lot of confidence, guys. You know, you see me here chatting away, and that's not me in real life. I think people, when they see beauty influencers or gurus or YouTubers, whatever you want to call them, us, me, life is not all that rosy, like behind the cameras. No. So when I look at big YouTubers, I know they've got their problems too. You know, whoever you be watching, they've got issues, they've got problems, they've got things that they don't let you know about going on in their lives. So like I said, everything is not as rosy in real life. We all have issues. Like I said, I am no big thing. I am a small-time girl from Scotland. I was brought up in an amazing family. We had nothing. My family still have nothing, let's face it. You know, we are not wealthy. We have no money. You know, we came from nothing. I am nothing. Not as in me, nothing. We came from nothing. We know what it's like to have nothing. So anything over that is a bonus for us. You know, it's just a bonus. Money is just, yes, you need it to buy things, but it's just not everything, guys. I come on here on YouTube because it makes me feel good. And I think it makes me feel good because I know there's people there watching me that enjoy what I'm putting out there, that actually like me, like watching me, which is just so strange. You know, it's like my following on Instagram's getting bigger and bigger. My following on Snapchat's getting bigger and bigger. So yeah, everything is just trial and error, guys. You know, go for it. Life is too short. That's kind of what my husband said to me when I was toying with the idea for YouTube. Life is too short. So if you want to go for it, go for it. You know, just go for it. Grab it with both hands and just run with it. Doesn't matter your age. It just doesn't matter. I'm in my 30s and here I am training to be something else after spending 15 years doing one thing. Your age shouldn't define what you are or what you want to do. Mental health shouldn't define somebody. It shouldn't. My little girl's dropping things and whatnot through there. I could hear her getting angry. And it's okay, guys. She's supervised, just in case you thought she's wandering about on her own. So yeah, guys, I just thought I'd give you a little insight more into my life, into why I came on YouTube, why I got so into makeup, and that makeup really helps me, guys. It really, really does. But the biggest things that helped me through is my little girl, who is wrecking the joint. She is amazing, guys. She is my everything, everything. She is my strength, my heart, my soul. She's just everything. She is beautiful. And Mummy loves her, even if she does wreck my house. And laughs about it. My husband, oh my God, it's going to get me going again. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, my husband. Without him, I would be nowhere. He is amazing, and I absolutely love him to death. He's allowed me to become myself, and he's allowed me to follow my dreams. He hasn't stopped me doing anything, or he's gone without to allow me to follow my dreams and build up my makeup collection and the college course. It's all down to him that this is happening. I mean, I have to say, the college course, the makeup, everything else like that, he has given me room to grow into my own being, which I really like. Is after giving birth, guys, you kind of lose yourself a little. You lose who you were, and he's given me that back. He's given me the room to sort of grow, and he is that shoulder to cry on, because every now and again there's a lot of crying. So he has been that shoulder, he's been that support system. It doesn't matter how much I want to cry, he's there. It doesn't matter how much I want to talk about my nan, he's there. I love him. I love him. And I know he's going to watch this. Slobbering mess. But I do love you, darling. I really, really do. We're nearly there. My mum, my dad, again without them, my sister, the countless phone calls, my brother, John and Graham, all amazing. My stepchildren, Leonie, Logan, they've helped a lot. Even if sometimes we do butt heads, which can happen a lot from time to time, but generally speaking, we're okay. So guys, I'm going to leave it there. I need to go grab a coffee because, oh my god. But I hope that's just made you feel more connected to me, and it's kind of made me feel a wee bit more connected to you, kind of pouring myself out to you, you know, something that I wouldn't normally do. I just feel it's all helping in the growing together, and I think it does help me grow, not be so like shut in, although I always will be that girl that's very like a turtle, you know, in my own wee shell, very not very confident. I think I'll just always be like that. It's just who I am. It is my genetic makeup. I am a waif. I'm probably less a waif now than what I was, but generally at heart I am still a wee waif. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this blubbering, absolute blubbering mess of a video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, guys, it would be amazing if you could do. And remember and hit that bell, as that will notify you every time I upload, which is Fridays and Sundays. If you don't have the notification bell on, guys, my videos probably won't land into your subscription boxes and I'll be lost in transit, which will make me cry even more. So guys, wherever you are in the world, have a good one. Remember and stay safe. And guys, be kind to one another, because you just don't know what the other person's story is. So until that next video, you take care. I love you. Bye.